Hey, how we doing, everybody, tonight? It is Matt with the DPI podcast, and today is February the 15th, 2022, and we've got Disney stuff tonight because it's Tuesday night, and that's what we do. Welcome to the show. If you don't know us, we are a Disney vacation planning service that has kind of spread into content creation, and that's where the show comes from. We have a whole slew of things over on our other social media accounts, so if you check out over here, over there, yeah, that thing down there, you'll see all of that stuff on those accounts. Big one on YouTube, Disney Planning Insights Podcast, and then you can see a lot of the links to everything on Facebook, on Twitter, on Instagram, that kind of stuff. So if you follow us anywhere like that, you will find us just about everywhere. Real quick, just because you jumped in, pause, no tone, thank you for the follow, man. First follower on the channel, pretty cool. Really excited to see that. Thank you very much. If you do have any questions about Disney travel, Disney in general, especially the two North American parks, definitely let us know and we can help you out. Waiting to see if Peter from Princesses and the Mouse Disney Travel is going to jump on. I sent him a link. We'll see if he jumps on the call tonight. With him being a high school teacher and with basketball and everything like that that's going on right now, he might come on, he might not. So until then, let's check out a quick ad and we will get back to it here in a second. All right. Well, like I said, we are a travel agency. We do Disney travel. So if you are looking to book a trip, definitely check us out over at PATM Disney Travel on Facebook. Let's jump into the news, and we've got quite a few things that happened in the last week. I mean, it's been a really busy week. So the first thing is the Disneyland trams are coming back. Disneyland has been without the trams since the beginning of the COVID pandemic. They are back now, and they're coming back on February the 23rd. Disney released this whole Instagram reel that kind of went over they were coming back. I think this coincides a little bit with everything else that we're going to talk about here in a second in the title and the hook for tonight's show about the masks. But trams coming back to Disneyland Park on February the 23rd, so a week from tomorrow. Couple of refurbishments coming up over on Disneyland. First is going to be Pirates of the Caribbean. It's going to close on March the 14th. They don't have a reopening date yet. The other is going to be the Indiana Jones Adventure Ride, and that's going to close beginning March 8th, and it's going to open back up on March 12th. Pretty common, but this is kind of weird that they're kind of putting it right, I guess for California and the West Coast, it's right at the beginning of spring break. You know, a lot of the spring breaks here, March 8th is kind of that first week of spring break. So, interested to see them putting it right there. But I would imagine that Pirates is going to be open for full-blown spring break when it comes available, middle to end of March. It's going to be back up and running. Over Disney California Adventure, Soarin' Over California is coming back for a limited time. It's going to be during the Disney California Adventure Food and Wine Festival. That's going to be beginning on March 4th. Didn't give an end date on it, but I would imagine it's just going to run kind of the course of the festival and then go back to Soarin' Over the World, or Soarin' Around the World. And that's the current iteration at World at Epcot, and I kind of like it. You can check out the video of that ride on our YouTube channel. Again, Disney Planning Insights podcast over on YouTube. You can catch the show over there as well. So yeah, kind of cool. Lots of things coming back. Just good to see. This is pretty cool. So the Disney Wish we talked about a lot last week because it ended up being delayed. They basically delayed it 6 weeks and canceled 14 cruises and all kinds of stuff, moved back the maiden voyage, all this kind of stuff. And then all of a sudden, February 11th, so this would have been Friday, we get a video of the Disney Wish hitting the water in Germany. And it was cool. I've never really seen a cruise ship come out of dry dock like that. It was a pretty big deal. They do have it up on YouTube, so if you look up the Disney Wish, it's Meyer Werft Papenburg, WERFTPAPENBURG. And you can watch it. It is very lengthy, but skip through a lot of it because it just comes out really, really slow. It is a huge boat. I mean, just a huge ship. But it was really cool to see that. Like I said, I've never seen that before, so just kind of cool to see that. Capture a Moment is coming to all the Walt Disney World theme parks. So Capture a Moment's really cool. It is basically a 20-minute, 15-minute photo session that kind of ties into Photo Pass. But it was really nice. You add it on, and it's really, really cool. So you have to have Photo Pass, then you add this package on. It was something that they were only doing at Magic Kingdom for a while. And now they're going to extend it to all of the other parks. Real quick, pause, no tone. Thanks for stopping by, man. Go have dinner. But again, thanks for stopping by, and thanks for being that first follower on the channel. Really appreciate it, man. Thanks a lot. But yeah, so this is, like I said, Capture a Moment. Really quick photo session, and it's really cool. So we've done a couple of the bigger packages, but even the smaller packages, you know, you get a Photo Pass photographer in these sessions, personalized 20-minute session. So if you have an idea going in, it makes a whole hell of a lot of sense because it speeds things up. But Epcot is going to be available starting February 24th. Disney Hollywood Studios beginning March 21st. And then Animal Kingdom. It didn't say anything about Animal Kingdom. So let's see if it says in here. Head to Hollywood Tower, Deco. Nothing on Animal Kingdom yet. But we got dates for Epcot and Hollywood Studios. So cool. Really, really cool to see that kind of stuff expanding, because I was a big fan of that that package. I thought it was a cool thing when they released it. I'm glad that they're continuing with that kind of stuff because, like I said, it allows more people to get those personalized photography sessions. We've done the family Magic Kingdom session before the park, and we've also done an outside the park session. We actually did it over at the Grand Floridian, and those turned out unbelievably as well. So anytime you get a chance to do that, it's a cool thing. Outside the park, it's only about $600. So, you know, when you think about what you're spending on a Disney vacation, to have a Disney photographer for an hour to take pictures is pretty cool. And it was one of those things that we really, really enjoyed. So yeah, it's again, a lot of fun. It's, for us with our kids, worthwhile. We get those memories and that kind of stuff. So really, really nice. So let's see, float out for the Disney Wish. We already went over that. Cast compliments. Cast compliments are a big thing. You know, you always run into those cast members that kind of go above and beyond. That's kind of what the Disney theme is to kind of exceed expectations, that kind of stuff. Well, now on the mobile app, you can actually specify the name of the cast member that's going above and beyond. So you go into My Disney Experience, you go to the cast compliment section, and it will actually let you kind of give a brief description of what the cast member did and specify their name, location, that kind of thing. Really cool. This is something that a lot of people have been asking for since they took the cast compliment kind of the thing off of Twitter and have moved it over to the app. It's good to see Disney listening and adding this functionality to that. So, more Disney cruise news. Disney announces some West Coast cruises coming up in the fall of 2022. And they're going to come out of San Diego, and it's going to include the Very Merry Time cruises for the first time on the West Coast. So looking at 3, 4, 5, and 7-night cruises out of San Diego to Mexico. And like I said, you're going to get some of those specialty cruises as well. And they're going to be going through they've got them listed through fall of 2022 through early 2023, early spring 2023. Advanced booking window is going to open up to the general public on the 22nd of February. So if it's something that you're thinking about doing, definitely check it out. Again, general public open up on the 22nd. Looks like it's going to go Catalina Island, Ensenada, Mexico, Cabo San Lucas, Puerto Vallarta. I should know that better. That's where I went on my honeymoon. And Mazatlan, and then they're going to do the Halloween on the high seas, and then the Very Maritime cruises as well. So cool there. Good to see more cruises coming back, and this is going to be on the doesn't say what boat it's going to be on. I think it's on the Dream. But for some odd reason, I kind of blanked on it. Let's see. It is going to be on the show 5 dates. The Wonder is going to be what it's on. So Disney Wonder for those cruises out of San Diego. Let's see. Do we have anything else before we get into the big one? No. We're live. Go watch Harmonious. Go watch our Harmonious show. It's pretty cool. Oh wait. Big one. The Hook. While you're here, I guess let's just check to see if Peter's here. We'll see. Huh? Open up. We'll see. Before I get... Okay. No Peter tonight. So, I'm just going to go ahead and get into this because got a lot of thoughts, got a lot of feelings about this, especially with a trip coming up relatively soon. So, you know, this is kind of something that's going to hit in my wheelhouse because we've had a lot of discussions on the podcast about masks and the use of masks in the park and kind of the validity of the science behind masks. Yeah, you didn't know you were getting a COVID podcast today too. But as far as Disney goes, Disney is taking the stance that if you are fully vaccinated, what's a mask really going to do for you protecting other people? As of the 17th, which is Thursday, all guests that are fully vaccinated do not have to wear masks at either one of the Disney parks in the United States. Okay, cool. But you still need to take your masks because on Disney transportation, you have to still wear your masks. So anything that is a closed air transportation, and when you think about it, this is kind of silly. The buses, yeah, for the most part they are because they're going to have the air conditioning on. Skyliners normally will have the windows open so you get fresh air through them. Okay, it's a closed capsule, but... And then the monorail. You have to wear your mask on the monorail. But on the friendship boats, on the ferry, on anything that's open air, you don't have to wear your masks. And this is also going to be for indoor dining locations, indoor ride locations, outdoor rides, all of the above. It's going to affect all of that when it comes to Disney. So, again, starting on the 17th, which is Thursday, both parks, the mask mandate has been dropped for vaccinated guests outside of using Disney transportation that is closed, having windows. Monorail, bus, Skyliner. Okay. So, initial thoughts. Good on Disney. Let people decide. If you feel like you need to wear a mask, if you're still not sure and you feel like you need to wear a mask, wear a mask. This is what we've asked businesses to be able to do for a long time. Allows people to make their own choices. If you have a mask on and the person beside you does not have the mask on, they're taking the risk. You are not taking the risk. It is up to you to figure out what your risk is going to be and then follow your feelings on how you're going to do it. So, as expected, Twitter went kind of stupid when this news hit, and I was kind of expecting it, really more because I knew what the thoughts and feelings of some people on the other end of the spectrum were. It was a lot of they wanted to be protected from everybody. And at some point you got to figure out, how do you protect yourself? Because it's just one of those things. I mean, it's just one of those things that you got to decide for yourself. You got to take your own chances. You got to take your own risks. If you don't feel like going to the parks, don't go to the parks. If you feel like you need to wear a mask to go to the parks, wear a mask and go to the parks. But when it comes to some people, it's just like, now, granted, there are a lot of people that are immunocompromised, that kind of thing. Understand. Completely understand. Definitely don't want to minimize the risk of coronavirus by any means. But if you have that kind of chance of catching something like this, is it the wisest idea to be traveling? I don't know. It just, to me, it's one of those things. Disney had to do it sooner or later. There's a lot of states, and a lot of states that are surprising that are doing it. When you look at like California, New York, Nevada, and kind of how they've handled the pandemic since day one, it's really surprising to see kind of their stances here in the next couple of months on getting rid of masks and that kind of stuff. I'm interested to see how this progresses through the summer, how it progresses into the fall, and then what happens after November. Because I really feel like there's going to be a big switch back after November. And I'm glad I'm putting this on tape, because I want to come back and listen to it after the election and kind of see kind of where we are. But is what it is. Can't change things. This is what the companies are doing. Florida has had it in place that you can't have a vaccine passport, which, why anyway? Who cares? But this kind of takes a lot of that stuff away. So if you have any questions about the new guidance from the Disney parks, hit us up, Facebook at DPI Podcast. The travel site is at PATM Disney Travel. Past that, take care of yourself. Do what you can to keep yourself safe. That's all you can do, right? Thank you guys all for watching tonight. If you're listening on the replay on the podcast or over on Facebook. Let us know your thoughts. Like I said, get in touch with us on Facebook at DPI Podcast or at PATM Disney Travel. Kind of a short one tonight. Usually when it's me by myself, this is kind of what you get. I'm a fast talker. I get through things. And there's not a lot of explanation on the stuff tonight. So thank you guys all for joining. A couple of viewers over on Twitch. A couple of viewers on Twitter. A couple of viewers on YouTube. We keep growing. We just passed the 20,000 view plateau on YouTube. Go over there. Check us out. Disney Planning Insights Podcast. Thank you guys all for watching tonight, and you guys have a good night. No guests, just me, and very bright me tonight because apparently it wasn't a good idea to check my camera before I got on the podcast. So we are a full-service Disney content company. We have videos over on YouTube, the Disney Planning Insights Podcast. I do photography as well. We do podcasts. We do all kinds of stuff. So at DPI Podcast for all of those things. Over on Twitter, that's where I kind of get frisky sometimes, at Disney Insights, if you want to have a good Disney chat. Hey, if you guys made it this far into the audio or video, hey, I'm going to give you a little secret. We're releasing a video tomorrow. Check it out on the YouTube channel.